Do you know what the worst type of device is? Because I do. I figured it out. I figured out a hack or a trick to determine, like, if any device, before you even use it, if it's going to be good or not. There's some stuff you could just look at it and then you know it's bad. There's some stuff you kind of have to try to decide. But I have tested out so many devices and I have like a little shortcut to know if something just sucks or not right off the rip. And look, before we get into it, I have to tell you, come check out my Twitch stream. Bro, YouTube doesn't pay me. I can't even do anything cool here. YouTube is for babies. Check out my Twitch stream. We get lit every night at 9 p.m. Eastern. But through my Twitch streams, through my device testing, I've gone through so many different types of devices for flour and concentrate, cartridges and grinding and this and that. There's so many things out there. But I have learned for the sesh, if you're trying to get lit, there's one type of device that's so bad no matter who makes it, it just isn't good. And the culprit here, the worst type of device, the thing that you should try to avoid, if you're at the shop and they're saying, hey, you want to get one of these, slap them in the face, they're lying to you. All right, don't get violent with them, but just know they're just selling you some stuff. All right, the worst type of device out there, 3-in-1 devices. There is nothing worse than a 3-in-1 device for stoners. What do I mean by a 3-in-1 device? I've used several of these, anyone I can think about right now makes me shudder. I'm like, oh God, who's actually using this to sesh? But 3-in-1 devices, they're supposed to do flour, concentrate, and the cartridges. That should be the instant red flag where you're like, oh, you also do carts? Yeah, you're bad, dude. Yeah, you suck. But any device that tries to do flour, concentrate, and cartridges, I can tell you right now with 100% certainty, it sucks. I've used a ton of them. I have a bunch behind me. The names of these are so forgettable. I'm not even gonna look them up. Like, any device that says it's a 3-in-1, just look away. It sucks. I'm telling you, it sucks. And I've used several. I'm visualizing many that I've used, bro. The Chimera, the Curer. What's that other one that it looks like a big old black Sharpie? Like, bro, there was that one I made a video. It's like one of the worst devices. It was a 3-in-1. Anything that tries to do flour, concentrate, and cartridges is guaranteed bad. You don't even have to do any other research than just hearing me say that it's bad. I will say, though, that phrase, jack of all trades, master of none, super applies to there. It's not even the jack of all trades. Like, it's just like, it's telling you it can do the trades, but it's like, Jack, you can't even do this. But I used to think this specifically about 2-in-1 devices. Anything that did flour and concentrate. I used to think, you know what, that's not good. Like a switch did flour and concentrate. There's some devices that have like a flour chamber. Anything that you rip flour vapor through, it's going to tarnish or taint the flavor for your concentrate vapor. You're not going to like the flavor of your concentrate as much after you vape flour through it. It's the fact of the matter. But I will say, like, the one caveat, the things that I use, the hot coils, the ready coils, the terp hammer, the ace, those kinds of things, it's not a 2-in-1 device or a 3-in-1 device. It's just a heater, and it heats your banger or your flour hammer. Because it's just a heater, those are actually good because you're using a ball vape, which is already proven to be good, or a quartz banger, which is already proven to be good. And the device itself, all it does is heat. But if your device is trying to do both the flour hits and the concentrate hits all in one device, it's not good. And if it also tries to do carts, it's terrible, bro. I kind of laughed at one of the last devices that I used because it was hundreds. It costed hundreds. And they're like, yeah, you could do flour, concentrate, and carts with it. And it's like, you can do all of them in such a way that's so bad you'll never want to do it again. Like, who needs a cart battery that costs hundreds of dollars? Who needs that? Nobody. I'm telling you, nobody needs that. Now, I will say there might be some exceptions where, you know, you can put a little flour and concentrate in like your flour device and it's going to give you a better hit. But things that are like, hey, bro, we could do flour, we could do concentrate, or you can screw your cart on here. That's terrible. That's going to give you some of the worst. Look, cart hits are terrible, right? If you're hitting a cart, that's already going to be bad. What it's going to do bad is the flour and the concentrate part. It's going to do like glowies with your concentrate. It's going to scorch it. It's going to be so hot you're not going to want to ever hit it again. And then with your flour, it's either going to be like really pitiful vapor, or it's going to burn it, or it's going to be like so battery inefficient. You're like, is this thing taking 4 minutes to heat up? Every single 3-in-1 device I've used, terrible. Goes right in the trash. I hit it and went, what? Y'all are selling this? So look, do with that information what you will. I can assure you, avoid any three. Look, if there's a 3-in-1 device that comes out and it's actually good, I'll be the first one to tell you about it. I'll scream from the tops of the mountains. But I'm telling you right now, if they say 3-in-1 on it, run. Come get lit with me on Twitch. Have a lit day, my dudes.